I'd like to call the meeting to order. Do we stand for pledge of allegiance? Pledge of allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, Lee, Patricia, Cindy, Greg, and John, Debbie, and Jeffrey. First order of business will be elections of positions, chair and vice chair. And we'll do the chair first, by motion.
I'll make a motion for John to be the chair.
I'll second it.
And any comments? All in favor? 1, 2, 3, 4. Opposed? John, the chair. Now you take it over.
All right, thank you.
Oh,
The next item on the agenda is a nomination for vice chair. Do I hear a nomination for vice chair?
Lee. I'll nominate Greg.
Nope, there's a motion on the floor for Lee. Is there a second for that? Hearing no second, that motion dies. Lee, I think you can second it technically if you want to.
I can? All right, I'll second it.
All right.
I didn't know. I'm not here to break any rules.
No.
He could be in that position, or he's just new.
yeah.
So there's a motion and a second. All in favor for Lee as vice chair?
Can I vote on this or no?
Yeah.
Yep.
There's not going to be two of us, so.
Right, and opposed? 3.
Okay.
So motion fails.
Now I'll make a motion for Greg to be vice chair.
Motion for Greg to be vice chair.
I'll second.
Seconded by Greg. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? And no abstentions. All right, thank you.
Was that 4-1?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. All right, the next item on the agenda is adjustments to the agenda. This was put out in an emergency fashion as there is a little bit of, we've been in the news obviously, and a little bit of contention, but also some items that need to get taken care of vis-a-vis solid waste collection where we don't have the money from the taxpayers and a quarry petition. So agenda, are we good as is, or do we want to make any changes to that?
I think we want to be sending, I think that's fine. I make a motion to keep it like it is.
Perfect.
Let Greg get it written.
I don't think we need a motion, but I think
No.
we can just keep it. But, all right. And I will say that, as chair, there's going to be no, we're just not going to have the kind of drama and contention in this town that we have while I'm chair. I'm not trying to be a stickler, but public comment, I'm a huge advocate for it, and we're going to continue to have public comment unless this board disagrees. We're going to keep the same rules we've had in the past, but we're actually going to enforce them. So if folks start making personal attacks on people or one another, they're going to be shut down immediately and they're going to be escorted out of here. And if they don't leave, on their own volition, we'll stop the meeting. We'll call 911, we'll get a sheriff here, and then they'll be escorted out. We're just not going to play games like we have in the past. So that's my 2 cents. I hope that we can all work together as a board and unite the town. There's a lot of things that need to get done for the taxpayers and for the residents. There's, a lot of things that haven't been resolved. Taxes have been going up like crazy. So we're gonna work together, and I hope we can all row in the same direction. But if that's my serious hat. I don't like to be that serious, but we're just not going to have the kind of personal attacks and hate, at least in this building. If you want to do that, you can go across Addington line and go to Dollar General or something. Like, it's just not going to be here.
John,
Yep.
did we want to put this under gender adjustments? Linda's letter?
We're going to do appointments. Normally we do like our first meeting after the annual meeting for all appointments.
When is the annual meeting?
After the annual meeting, our first regular meeting, which will be
Okay.
next week.
Okay.
I dated when I received this.
Yep, I think that's fine.
Okay.
Because we have everybody, all the appointments will be done.
Okay. Perfect. Approval of the minutes, we're gonna skip over that because as it says in the agenda, we'll review that at the normal meeting. Public hearing, there is none. Board of Appeals, there is none. New business, number 1, video recording by selectmen.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
You have to be that formal.
Okay. Okay, John. As you know, I've been recording public meetings for the town citizens, which state statute chapter 13 allows me to do. I'm now a member of the board, and I would like to know if anyone has issues with me continuing to recording the meeting. I'm requesting a vote from this board on allowing me or saying no to record.
I make a motion to let you record.
I'll second that. All right, it's been moved and seconded. All in favor?
Who seconded it? John?
You can take some.
We'll put Cindy.
And I'm going to abstain since it directly affects me.
How many? 4? 3. Did you vote?
I'm voting no.
Okay.
So no. So 3 yeses, 1 no, and 1 abstention.
I'm going more into that to see if he can do it.
Perfect. Okay, next item. General board statement of election day and votes. So this is on the agenda. We haven't put anything out formally as a team. I don't know if we have any updates since Friday, but I think it would be good if we could get a draft of some sort of press release from the town saying what happened, where are we at, what's the timeline. If we know it, and if we don't know it, we can say that. But I'd open that up for discussion.
Can I entertain? Because
Yeah.
I just talked to Stephen Wagner at 4:30, so you'll be getting a draft of what he's up to right now, and we can go from there.
Can we post a letter that he gives us? So.
I'm not sure. I don't
That's
know.
what I was going to say is
I think you should read it. And
I think the lawyer should draft something up about what the process that he did at the meeting so the public understands. Because I think some people were
Yeah.
confused because it was going back and forth. So
Absolutely.
I think he would be the best because I wouldn't want to get ourselves into legal trouble.
Totally
So-
agree. So he should have that. That's basically
you'll
done.
have it in your email tomorrow.
So we'll say unless anybody disagrees with that statement from the attorney, I'll move to approve releasing to the public that statement, subject to a review by us.
Mm-hmm.
So is there a second on
I'll
that?
second it.
Seconded by Lee. All in favor? Aye. Unanimous. Perfect. Awesome. And is there any update for us
That will be part of it. The whole
Okay.
process.
but since we're all here, is there a timeline roughly on anything? He doesn't know.
I will have to gather everything. They should be picking it up in the morning, what they need. Ballots,
The state?
no, his office, and then they'll carry it to Supreme Court.
Okay. Okay, so more to come.
Yes.
If you look at the case studies, about 2 years.
No, he didn't say. It was,
That was a joke.
yeah.
It was pretty sober.
He can't answer that.
Okay. All right. So we're good there. Next, creation of a policy workshop.
Yep. So I put that on there. I think this board should create a policy workshop. I think this workshop would consist of 2 select board personnel, 1 person from the town administration staff, and 2 citizens of the town. The goal of the policy workshop would be to review all the town policies, make updates, create any new policies that are needed, and then all the policies will be sent to the select board for review, approved or disapproved, and then moved to adopt. I would like to recommend it be held on the first Wednesday of every month until they deem complete.
Well, that's a lot. I didn't catch all that, but what's the intent?
Can you just run down how many, the list of 2 board members?
Yeah, so 2 select board members, 1 person from the administration staff, and then 2 citizens. because I think the public really should be involved on what is being driven by, and the stuff that we need to follow.
Makes sense.
So, and then have it on the first Wednesday of every month.
I think before it comes to us, though, it should be checked on MMA. Like
Well,
we
yeah.
did all the other policies in the past.
Yep.
That would make sense.
My only thought on that, I'm not opposed to doing workshops, but the only thing that I'm hesitant on is if we want to get 2 citizens involved, just because how do we pick those 2? How are we gonna pick them?
We could do application process and just people submit them. I'm not sure how many people would be interested in policies, but if we don't get any, then we could just revisit the situation and adjust it from there. But I really think the public should be involved, and plus a workshop will allow for less stringent rules and guidelines. And if people come to it, the committee can basically stop the process, talk to the citizens, get their input and involvement in it, and then move it forward. So just workshops are much easier than an official board because there's a lot of constraints with a regular board than a workshop. So that's just my 2 cents. But obviously we can amend it or adjust it. If people got other ideas, I'm all up for it.
So how as far as how detailed do we want to get as far as the citizens? I mean, if somebody raises their hand in a meeting and says, I'd like to volunteer, would that be sufficient? Or
I would think so. I mean, I don't know if this town has an application process for volunteering for committees and stuff like that. A lot of other towns I've been to, they would have an application process where you fill out the basic information, your name.
How about some of the people that's like on the planning board even? It might even be another.
Well, I think the planning board has quite a bit on their plate with the shoreline. I think if I remember from the code enforcement officer, those meetings, she says there's a lot of updates that have come down from the state, and with shoreline and a whole bunch of stuff. I think they're going to be probably very burdened with all those updates, updating the land use ordinance. So
I agree.
I wouldn't want to add anything more to the plate. So that's just my 2 cents worth.
Can we just put it out on the website for a month?
Yeah.
And bring it back
Yeah, we can do that, absolutely.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
post it for a month?
I would say it would be helpful to get, if we could, when we have time, all the policies out to all the board members. Just refresh, because even I know we changed a few of them. I want to make sure I have the latest copy on some of them as well.
Are they on the website?
There's some.
There's some, but
We
not
can
all.
get all of them.
Yeah.
That'd be good. So.
Bring back May meeting.
Okay, so we'll just table that until next month.
Okay.
Want to make a motion to table it? I'll make a motion to table it.
I'll second that.
Second by Greg, all in favor? Aye. No opposed, no abstentions. Thank you. Creation of a 250th celebration committee.
Yep. I've had a lot of people. My wife has informed me there are quite a few people that want to do it. I would like this board to maybe create it and then allow them to use this space to be able to meet. And then hopefully, if they need help from this board, come to us and say, "Hey, we need help with this," or what the plan is, anything that we as a board could do. But at least allow them. If we make the committee, then we could allow them to use this space and organize and be able to figure out what's going on.
I mean, we've sort of already talked about this. I don't know how formal we need to get, is my opinion, but there's definitely people involved. And
I'd say whatever volunteers come in, just let them decide when to meet here. But I would like them to at least be able to use the space as a meeting space to be able to conduct business.
I agree, but with that, it should be during the day, during business hours, because after hours, private people, they have to have their own liability insurance.
Okay.
Because we don't cover anybody after hours.
Okay,
Using
well,
the space.
At least give them the opportunity to be able to
Yeah.
use the space.
But if they're a committee that we designate, they'd be a town committee.
That, we'll have to check, because that changed 2 years ago.
Can we double check? Because
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying, we can make it a committee and then allow them to use the space in the evenings. I'm all for that. I mean, it's no cost out of us if we,
It'd be just like the planning board or any
Right.
other committee. Yeah.
I'm sure one of us could come if we need to.
Right.
absolutely.
Well, you have to let them
Yeah. So I know there's a few people in the audience and a spouse of one that have already raised their hands. So I just move right now that we do as much as we can to support this and open the space, and then appoint Becky, Linda, and Anne Marie to sort of run with it, and then they can come to us for anything they need.
I think Frank will.
And Frank wants to too.
Kelly won't be on
Okay, and Kelly, so there's four. So four. We'll put them. I've heard from all of them in past meetings. We'll put those four to start, and then, I think if we could even have a sign-up sheet, I think we're not going to turn anybody away. I don't think.
know. I'll put that on the website as well.
So do we want to make a motion and vote to establish this
Yep.
committee? I'll make a motion to establish the 250th celebration committee for the town of Clifton.
There's
I
a second.
second it.
Second by Greg. All in favor? Aye. No opposed and no abstentions. Awesome. Moving right along. Technology evaluation.
Yeah, I would like to see what the board's thoughts are to, I'm not sure if everyone knows, but I worked in military intelligence and Army and actually did evaluations of Army installations, their networks, computer systems, security of all that. I know there's been changes with the technology. Instead of paying someone to do it, I'd be willing to just go in, take a look at everything, make up a report, present it to the board on what, from backup battery to what equipment is needed, if there's software that's needed or additional purchase of that, anything of that nature, and maybe create a detailed report on where we're at and where we can go with technology in the town, and how we can support the staff to be able to better do their job and easier. So, if the board so chooses it.
I don't see a problem with it. I'll make a motion to do it.
Well, any other thoughts or discussion, technology review? I know we did spend a lot of money.
If that's,
Yes.
if that's his background, I mean,
I mean, we still use SJ Rollins for the others, tech support. You're just gonna evaluate.
Yeah, to see what they do. I know SJ Rollins does a lot of myriad things. Maybe talk to them and find out what their capabilities are and how they can support us in different ways. Just do full look on it and then bring it back to you all and see if we're good or if there's any issues where we can make improvements. Whatever that can.
And maybe we could even get SJ Rollins here too at some
Yeah, I just don't want
Right, drive
Right.
stuff. Yeah.
to rack up a bunch of costs if we don't need to.
So moved by Cindy, seconded by Lee. All in favor with continuing with just a technology evaluation.
And I'm going to do it.
All right. So all in favor is 4, and no opposed, 1 abstention.
Oh, one opposed, okay.
1 abstention. Perfect. Board layout and donation of equipment.
Yep. Whoever's thought idea of the round table,
It was free, Greg.
yeah, I got it. I'm willing to purchase. I know we have some folding tables. I'm not sure if we have enough, but
I have those 2 but 1.
you want to pass that around. Pass around. I'm willing to buy the table some like cloth material to go in front, a sound system, and a podium, so that way the audience can actually hear us back there, and actually we can see the audience and be able to talk to them, because right now, at this angle, it's very uncomfortable.
Yeah, soundboards.
Yep. And a mixer to be able to get the sound out. I'm willing to buy it and set it all up and get it all up and running if the board so chooses to allow that donation.
We'd be foolish not to.
Do I hear a motion?
Is that?
I'll make the motion if he wants to spend his money, sure.
I'll second it.
All right, so moved by Lee, seconded by Cindy. All in favor of accepting donation of equipment? Aye. Any opposed? And no abstentions, or are you gonna?
No, I'll vote on that.
Heck, I bet anybody in town will let you pay your taxes for him.
I don't know if I'll go that far. I've seen some of those shoreline zone taxes. Those things are crazy.
All right, moving on to unfinished business. The first item is the quarry petition that was submitted. Wanted to address that sooner than later, not wait any longer. I did receive a message from Allie today. I believe everybody did. She's sent out a few dates and times. I don't know if technically this should have been managed by code in the first place, where it's addressed to the select board, but where she's already been running with this, and it's in front of her and the planning board, I'll throw it out to the board, but there are some dates and times.
I looked at the dates, I'm open for any of them, as long as it's after work.
Can I ask the question? Can we get a copy of this?
She said, yeah, she's gonna send you a copy. You didn't
There's
see
none
that?
here.
Huh?
We don't have one here.
Yeah, I do. I thought she was gonna send you a digital.
Yeah, but I just don't know when. She said she.
All right, you'll get it, I'm sure tomorrow.
Well, everybody should get a copy of the petition, because it is addressed to the select board.
Yeah.
By the voters. So there's that. So she threw out a few dates. We actually had our meeting scheduled for the 8th. I was wondering, since it appears she and the attorney are available the 16th, could we simply move the meeting on the 8th to the 16th and address everything at one time, so we're not having...
That would definitely make sense.
Yeah.
I motion that we move next week's meeting, the select board meeting, to the 16th to coincide, and then have the lawyer and code enforcement officer there.
I'll second that.
That's the 16th at 6 p.m.
I'm good with it.
All right,
I do have one
Graham moved
other.
it, seconded. All in favor? Aye. No
I
opposed.
do have one question.
Yep.
Because Nancy and Steve deserve an answer.
100%.
Is there a timeline? So,
Those things are critical, those ones it gave out. We have to take.
so what's the timeline that we were under?
Oh, she said it in your.
She said it in the email.
My understanding was 60 days, and it was submitted in February, so we're running right up against it.
That isn't my fault, Paul. I said
No,
No.
nobody. It's the board's fault for not meeting. That's one of the reasons why we want to have an emergency meeting.
Thank you.
So,
So is,
but that meets the timeline, I believe.
Yes, it does.
But is that it? There's no time after that? We've got to make a decision on the 16th?
I think it's fairly tight because I don't know the exact date it was submitted, but TikTok.
Nancy, when was it submitted?
I submitted it first, I think it was either the end of February, no, it was the beginning of February, it was like February 10th, 11th, no, it was after, the day after you got
So,
So
it was that week after February.
So we may need to do it sooner.
But then I was promised to have it in March.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You know, John, because you actually said you wanted to have a meeting the week after, and that didn't happen.
16th is
So
60
you got kicked
days,
down the line.
way past 60 days.
so should we move it?
Hold on, let's check before we.
Look at your email.
You said it was the 10th, Nancy?
I think it was, the I think we had the February 11th, which was, I was gonna try to get it in
Yeah.
for that time, but I didn't get the signatures I needed at that time.
Okay.
And it was that following week that I got it. What was it?
It looks like it was the
It was
17th.
the 13th, that's what she said, it was the 13th.
Okay,
Yeah.
so then,
But I was told to get it in as quick as I could, so we did.
So it is the 17th.
so, no, she just said the 13th.
Then it was the 13th.
So we can't wait.
No.
We can't wait, so we'll reverse that, the 16th, we gotta meet sooner than that. So when did she say she was available?
There you go.
Well, 9th.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
the alley can't be here on the 9th,
right.
but the attorney can.
So it's either the 6th or the 10th, if you want to do it sooner. 6th would be the closest.
The 10th's a Friday?
Mm-hmm.
I don't do anything on Fridays anymore. So how about we do the 10th, that way we can, well, we have to meet. We have to take care of this.
I'm fine, whatever you guys say.
I'm open to whatever, but we can't wait, in my opinion.
Like, either this, I think the 6th is a Monday, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's either Monday the 6th or Friday the 10th. The question is if we meet Friday in the evening, is he going to be able to get the stuff done that we need? We're going to make a decision on that. Is there any timeline after that we got to meet once we make the decision?
Don't we have to go to a public hearing? Isn't that what you guys were on? That whether I can have a public hearing on that or not?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that's what we need to decide.
Right.
So
You're fine, you're fine.
I think we should meet the 6th, unfortunately.
Was she free on the 6th, Ally?
Yes, Ally and the attorney was free the 6th. So if we could amend that, instead of meeting the 16th, we meet the 6th, and if that's not too short a notice, we could do our normal meeting on
We could just do a meeting on the 6th with
the
this.
6th. Exactly.
Just for
Well,
that.
no, I'm saying do everything versus meeting the 6th and then the 8th
Oh,
again,
gotcha.
if we could.
It's not
I make a
7
motion that we
hours.
amend it and go to the 6th.
It's not 7-day notice. Well, it's kind of an emergency because we waited so long.
Yeah,
Thank you, John.
I agree with John, it is an emergency.
If we get the notice out tomorrow morning, at least it's better. I mean, we have a timeline. It's our responsibility to meet it, so we're gonna have to do what we gotta do. So I'll amend my motion to.
That's also Easter Monday, so.
Easter Monday. Thought it was Sunday.
Well,
Sunday's
celebrating-
Easter.
Yeah, celebrating Monday.
Well,
I'm just throwing that out there for.
if we go into executive meeting, that's one thing, but since I'm allowed to record, if we don't technically need the staff here, they can watch the video and get any notes.
Yeah, and maybe Ally could even call in, like if we did it the 9th. The attorney's available the 9th. That would give us the 7
Yeah.
days,
Yeah.
and she could maybe call
The
in.
other question that I have is the executive session part of it.
Yep.
I don't
You can't
understand
record.
why it's under executive session. It's not a violation or anything like that. I question whether it can be an executive session.
I was told it had to be.
Yeah, for legal consultation,
It had to be executive session before you guys voted on it. That's what I was told.
because he's gonna consult first
With the
and then
attorney.
bring you guys out.
But I don't think it falls under executive session. I think he's gonna get here like he has in the past and say, no, we need,
No, we can ask.
Make a
him
recommendation,
for
yeah.
it.
I just don't wanna,
Well,
People
we
that
know
were
the
trying to-
lawyer and the code enforcement are available those days. They offered it for the 6th, so.
I mean, the 6th is a Monday though, and it is short notice. I'd kind of lean towards the 9th at this point. I'm backtracking a little bit, and we can just ask Ally, like, hey, can you make that? Because it's kind of important, and that'll give us the 7 days, but not drag it out. And we can move our normal meeting just a day back versus.
Thursday instead of Wednesday.
And Cindy, I can send you a copy if you want.
if you would,
Can I
appreciate it.
email it to you?
Yeah,
Can you message me with your email and I'll send you a copy?
sure.
I can send right one to you if you want.
Please.
Yep.
Okay.
And me and
So we
Trish,
need a motion
I'll send you
to
guys one too.
So we'll.
So you want me to amend my original one?
enter, yeah.
So we're good with the 9th?
So I made my initial motion to make it the 9th for both meetings.
So our regular meeting and this, put this
Yes.
4 thing on the agenda. And we'll reach out to Ally ASAP and say, hey, can you shuffle your schedule and make it,
And I'll also confirm with Ally, she can talk to the attorney, should we need the executive. So
Yep.
we can title it appropriately.
So we're set on the dot.
Who seconded that, Greg?
I did.
Lee?
Greg motioned it.
Frank?
I seconded it.
That's 5-0. Okay.
let me
Need
just,
And that's at
access,
6 o'clock.
somebody double
Yeah.
check
Correct.
before I screw myself.
Thank you all, appreciate it.
That'll work. Okay. So, do we vote on that?
We already
No,
did, we're good.
We haven't voted yet.
Oh,
We
He motioned it.
motioned it, he seconded it, now we gotta vote for
And
it.
we discussed it.
Yep.
Now it's,
All in favor? Aye. So, the 9th at 6
I
p.m.
think we did, yes.
Thank
We'll
you,
help you with the minutes on that.
thank you, guys.
I got it down.
Okay. Next up for unfinished business, the solid waste collection second bin cost. And thank you for whoever put this together on who took them out, how many are outstanding, and how much it's costing us.
Yeah, we
That's
gotta run and.
super helpful.
I think you should be sending letters, and if they don't pay for a year right up front, they don't get the second one.
So Lee, so you're suggesting we have all the folks on this list, they cut us a check up front for the full year?
I would also say, if we're gonna have to freight letters and mail them out, that we do like a 3% or 2% administration fee, so we can pay for envelopes, mailing, the time it's gonna take the staff to do it, to cover it. Because they're also gonna have to take the time to deposit all the money, and then all that, like, I just think that's,
Well, most towns do charge a fee, but it's all.
I agree with that. 3% would be that, it ain't gonna be a killer.
Do we want to give folks a grace period of like a week or two first though? And just call them, let them know and say, hey, if you bring this in now, and if we don't hear back, then we can send a letter
Say
to
it's $5 a week, so.
yep.
Well,
That's what it equals
Yeah,
up
I
to.
think, I think you ought to give them a choice of keeping them or not, but
maybe the ones we could. I mean, some of the people have 6 bins. There's one person on here that's got 5 of them. That's one phone call, right?
I'd like to see Casella come to one of the meetings. I had asked the question when he was here about people being able to purchase a bin that was adequate for them to pick up with that truck. And he wouldn't do it. And I honestly think that we need to talk to him again because, you know, his excuse was that the liability.
So we actually sat down with them.
But the thing is, they've been picking our trash cans up by hand for years.
Oh, yeah. That you
Well,
can
they
have
still
as many
pick
trash
up-
cans as you want.
Mine.
Yeah, I don't know if the liability's different in the trucks or what, but, you know, I know other towns that do this.
The other
They don't
question,
have Casella, and they can go buy the bin at Lowe's, and that truck picks it up, but it belongs to the person.
I got 4 sitting there, just like them.
And they pick them up?
No, they won't
In
pick
Dover,
up. They
they
have to have that
don't.
little tag in the front. If you look at
But
that
see,
thing,
there are bins that,
I know, but they told us that they won't,
and
they don't want the
I think that's why we
responsibility
need
of
to talk to them. You know,
They're gonna change it.
But as far as this goes, at least to start, I think maybe we could put something out on Facebook and say, hey, we're going to have to start charging folks, and a letter's going to go out. If you voluntarily return it, we won't have to
why don't we,
go after you or charge you.
this is April 1st, why don't we give them 30 days if they have until, on May 1st, we'll start charging, we'll send them a fee, and that gives them 30 days to decide whether they want to keep it,
Good idea. Yeah.
turn it in, and then that way they don't like have to, you know, I know some people's schedules are busy, they might not be able to get it in within a week, let's give them some time, and then move forward on that.
So are we
I
gonna,
just think you're looking for a
It's-
mess to try to build people. I honestly do.
oh, it's gonna be a
How are you
nightmare.
gonna collect
Hey
it?
Lee,
How are you gonna collect it?
we could put it on a Jeff Roberts site. Click the-
Excuse me, but no public, this is not public comment.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I just think to try to collect, you're gonna get people that won't pay. And rightfully
Then
so.
you go take them.
Yeah,
That's
they'll
all you
pick
gotta do is
'em
call
up.
the facility, go pick them up.
Yeah, we have a list of all the numbers.
I think people, I mean, I'll go, I'll cut your check now if you want.
Excuse me, do you want to be removed from the meeting, Mr. Armenia, or do you want to stay? It's up to you.
Play that game, huh?
Do you want yes or no?
I'm staying.
Okay. If you have one more outburst, we're gonna stop the meeting and call 911. It's up to you.
It's not your first time calling 911.
All right? All right, we're gonna pause the meeting, look for a motion.
No, I'm leaving, John. We got a game.
Okay.
I'll be waiting outside for the cop.
Oh, well, looks like he left, so that's good.
So,
All right.
all right, so,
Can I have a question?
no, not
No,
yet,
this
not
is
yet.
public comment. You can sign up for public comment if you'd like.
I thought it was the wrong.
Yep, it is. There's a public comment sign up. So you're allowed to speak at the end. We have our rules for that, procedures. Thank you.
So my question, are we gonna have, like,
I guess my question to you is,
or
how would it be
yearly?
easiest for you? How would,
If
how
they
would,
paid yearly,
yearly, okay,
yes.
Pay up
If
front.
not, gone,
okay.
seriously.
I don't wanna give additional,
We have way too many timelines as it is now.
Right.
and
I would
that
tell them
is
if they don't have it paid by.
Certain,
you said
like from
May
April
1st,
to
then they're
April
gonna lose it.
or whichever.
That would make sense. I think people are gonna pay it. I mean,
Do it like dump permits.
Yeah,
Come
Same
in
difference.
and but purchase and
I don't
Okay,
think we
like
should
dump
give
permit.
them a choice, honestly, I think we should say yearly.
Yep.
And if they don't like it, then, okay, Casella will come and get your bed,
yeah, totally agree.
because that's just gonna eliminate what,
Do we have to make a motion to do it?
Yeah.
yeah,
So just to be clear, we're basically giving people until
say May to May.
1st, and then if they don't return them after that, we're gonna submit a bill.
Yep.
For, call it $245 for the cost plus a $5 administrative fee.
Yeah, so it's $5 a day.
260 or.
260 plus,
$260, yeah.
plus the administration fee of
3%.
3%.
Well,
If that's is that a reasonable
that's-
percentage?
I'd say,
Holden's charging over $300, $400 a can,
Yeah, Bangor does 300.
that's
Okay.
cheap.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If 3%, I don't, you know, I 3% 780, so that should cover envelopes and postage and that stuff, paper.
Yep.
So you need a motion, correct?
yeah.
Motion is to do a yearly fee for second and any additional bins, $260 plus 3% administration fee.
I'd ask for a friendly amendment and just make it a round number and say 270.
Yeah,
270?
Yeah.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
270.
I'll second that.
It's moved and seconded. Any other discussion or comments? Hearing none, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? No abstentions. Perfect.
The cans and Lowe's cost, I have one that was almost $100 or something, so.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming to an agreement on that. I know it's, and I was an advocate for this. I'll take full responsibility, and the voters turned it down, and we've just got to fix it and move on. So, next up on the agenda, we have the status of the town audit.
She's scheduled for April 27th. And prior to the, anytime now, we'll be starting to work with her, so. But she'll be in-house.
I'd like to make a motion that she comes and does a presentation to the board and the public of the audit. And
Okay, well, before we vote, so I think that would probably cost money. I don't know if we want to just incur that cost without maybe
Seeing what
thinking
the
it
cost
through.
is?
Yeah, maybe we could price out to see how much it would cost to have her come here and speak to us. I do think that would be valuable, but
Okay.
I think it's a good idea to at least have her come in and level
But I
set.
think next time the contract's done, I
Yes,
think it should be
Yeah,
put
because we
in
never
that.
had that.
absolutely. Okay.
Yep.
I'll resend the.
When did you say she was coming?
27th.
And typically she's what, 30 days plus or minus?
Well, yeah, but she's only like maybe a week doing all the work, and then however long it takes her to complete.
Right. So end of May,
Yeah.
roughly.
Yep.
Awesome. Up next, we have roads, nothing there. I mean, obviously, we can talk about that in our regular meeting, but we gotta get Chick Hill Road rolling. Anybody have any takeaways or anything on that?
Not at the moment.
And then workshops we discussed. And then selectmen remarks and future agenda items. This is just sort of an open placeholder to keep as a standing agenda item. I think if anybody has any comments in general or things they want to talk about or put on the agenda for next month, now's your time.
So, can we get a copy of, it's already been mentioned about the town policies for us,
Yeah.
but I'd like to see us get a copy of all active contracts that we have.
Johnson. And contracts.
That way we can see which ones are coming up to review. There's gonna be some new ones this year, I think.
Casella's got, is that 27? No, Sheriff's 27, Casella, maybe a year,
Yeah, I think next year the sell's gonna be out.
seems so.
So maybe
I think it is just
maybe we might not even have these bins.
I can't say that.
I do have something that I flashed this to folks a couple years ago. It's something I use in my line of work to keep us focused when there's a lot of stuff going on. And it's nothing formal, but I'm hoping we could maybe adopt this. So nothing we need to decide today, but maybe we could decide or discuss next month. It's just called a work program, and basically Trish may remember it from the banking days, but basically
My horror days.
a list of tasks to keep us, on track on certain efforts. And I just populated this with some made up things like Chick Hill Road, audit, comprehensive plan,
No.
credit card readers. And it sets a timeline, how much we're spending, who's responsible for it. And then we can just check in, at every other meeting, if there's an update, yes, no, where are we at? And that way we can get things across the finish line. So
Okay.
nothing we need to decide tonight, but maybe next meeting, if folks like the concept, we can adopt it and move on.
One thing I would like to have a discussion is public comment. I know I've been at meetings before where I thought I had good information that the board should hear. I'm not sure how we would work it, but maybe when an agenda item comes up, we give a few minutes to allow the public to talk before we start discussing it. So if they have comments that they want us to hear about that specific topic, I'm not sure how well it would work, I don't know, but maybe we can talk about it at the next meeting about, because a lot of times I think we wait all the way to the end, or if we can put a public comment portion at the end, at the beginning and end, maybe just as a agenda item to talk about how we can potentially we're a small town, it's not like we got like 10,000 people and we have a line of 500 wanting to talk. I think we moved fairly quickly today.
Thank you.
So
No one ever accused me of running a long meeting.
But I really do think that we have a lot of foundation knowledge in the audience and that a topic that we're talking about, they could have some very valuable information on. But if we could bring that up as an agenda item next time, maybe have a better, longer discussion about that.
I'm open to thinking on it. The only thing I hesitate on is that it turns into a back and forth and it can get contentious, and I just don't.
Yep.
I totally believe in public comment, and I want it, and I want to solicit it, but it's got to be respectful, and it's got to allow the meeting to still flow.
Yeah.
Because I think too many times here it's turned into chaos.
Right.
You know?
Well, like I said, let's talk about it. Maybe we could think of, maybe have a public comment in the beginning and end, so that way if there's a topic that someone sees on the list that they want to talk about, they can give us the information up front, and then that way we have it. I don't know. If we can talk about it, I appreciate it.
Got it.
I did have one thing, John.
Yep.
Because of all the chaos last week in the election, and I truly apologize, but we are supposed to have a workshop. It's supposed to be ready 2 days ago, but they canceled it because nobody was interested but us.
Yep.
It's tomorrow. And it's for the new system, the central voter registration.
Yep. Could we do it here?
We definitely do it here, but it's closing of the office. I could try to keep it open, but it's critical because it's a new system. And
When's the next available time they have?
do you remember? Because they're actually shutting CVR down, so they got to open it up here real soon because of the June election. I'll try to just leave the office open and just try to go back and forth.
Is it all day?
All day. We tried to split it up last time, half days, but
So maybe if one does it tomorrow or two does it tomorrow.
Yeah,
and
we'll
pick another day and.
I'll check to see what other day. But it's just so much that happened,
Yep.
and
No, I totally believe in training, and I want
Yeah.
to do it.
we have to.
I just don't want to. I wish we had more notice.
I know.
Not shut the office down.
I know.
I want to make a motion that we shut down the office tomorrow so they can get this training.
Because it's mandatory. It really is.
I want to make that motion.
I'll second.
And
Get
some
the
of that,
training,
we
get
didn't
it
get the
behind us.
information
Yep.
until
Right.
today.
They sent us a sign-in, and then it was encrypted for whatever reason. We had to redo it, then election
It's just going to be one day.
tomorrow.
Yep.
At least
I want to make that motion that we shut the office down tomorrow.
I'll post
allow
it
them to-
tonight.
I'll second it.
Thank
So-
you.
Moved by Greg, seconded by Lee. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?
Thank
No
you.
abstentions.
Just-
All right.
It's gotta happen.
On that, I had two other things actually you reminded me. One, I really think that we ought to do like a town calendar. We sort of know at least when key milestones are every year, like annual meeting, elections, tax commitment. So I think if we tried to sit down and do that now and get ahead of some things, I think it would help everybody.
So that's one of the things I was actually looking at is maybe talk to, does SA Rollins run your website or do you run your website?
We are learning. Jody's actually picking it up really good, but they are the ones helping them.
The hosting it?
Yeah.
So
they do host it.
that'd be something that I was actually looking at because if we do a town calendar, we can do a public town calendar and then do a web push where people can sign up, and then whenever you put, hey, this is election, this is when you can get ballots, all that stuff, and you put it on there, it automatically pushes it to people's calendars, and you can also do notifications the same way through that. So that's something that I was actually looking at. That will help with getting the word out, because people can just sign up for it, and then whenever there's a short notice meeting, you can just push it out to everyone that signed up to it, and they can get the notification on their phone and know what's going on.
Yep.
Great.
That's good.
Hey, there's a program, or I'm not sure what it is, that other towns are using. Pretty much does the same thing, but it pushes out email and text notifications.
Well, that's something I can look into.
I know there's several towns using that, and you just sign up through their website.
Yeah.
Okay. The only other comment I had to something to think about as I was thinking about this past week was is there a way, because I know Ally has done it for code, I believe, but is there a way we could almost create like a comment box, right? Like on the website or something?
We do have one.
We do?
Yeah.
On the website?
Yep.
Does it go to all of the select board members?
It comes to the general mailbox,
Right.
but we could change that.
Yeah, because what I'm thinking is, it seems to be some complaints that are going on that all the board doesn't know about. So I think it would be beneficial that if it sort of went to a distribution list and everybody got it, so that way, nobody could say, well, I didn't know about this complaint or this issue. It's really everybody should know. If somebody has an issue, everybody should know about it.
Yep.
I mean, the town, and this is like the last thing I'll say, this shouldn't be as controversial as it has been. It should be blocking and tackling, taking care of issues, answering people's complaints, running things the right way. And I think if we just were more receptive to people and didn't play into the back and forth, that we'd be able to come together. It's never going to be perfect, but there's got to be a way we can do better. So I'm dedicated and committed to trying to do that. So, open any suggestions. All right. Anything else? Lee, Trish?
Nope.
Okay, so the next item is public comment. So, let's see if we have any volunteers. We'll try to follow the rules here. We've done the 3-minute rule, and we'll work on this policy as well to make sure we're up to date. But a 3-minute comment period, no personal attacks, no back and forth.
Can I say something real quick?
Yep,
So I received a 911 call here. I'm going to read out a phone number.
that was mine.
It was yours?
Yep, he left right. It was almost like a misdial. He left right as I dialed it.
All right. You mind stepping and talking to me about what happened then?
Can we finish the meeting? We're almost done.
Okay.
It'll be probably 5 minutes.
All right, sounds good.
Yep. So public comment. We have 2 folks, so 3 minutes. No personal attacks, no back and forth, and no.
Can I make a suggestion that they direct all comments to the board and not anyone in the audience?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. So first up, we have Linda.
Yeah, well, I had 2 comments or questions, and Greg pretty much covered both of them. One was the table, and I was going to talk about voting and how it wasn't private, because people could walk by behind you and see what you were writing. So, but you're going to get rid of the table, so now you're going to have to figure out how we're going to do voting. You have to take it. The other thing was public comment. I was going to ask if we could have it at the beginning of the meeting, in case there was something you guys were going to vote on and someone wanted to voice their opinion before you voted on it.
Thank you. We will take both comments under consideration for sure. And we've moved public comment, I think, from the beginning to the end. In fact, so I'm open to whatever works for folks. I don't have one way or another. John Williams.
I forgot this was comments, so I phrased these as questions, so I don't expect an answer. Basically, I'm looking for fairness, all to do with the trash bins. So my questions were, what does the $270 cover? Tipping fees is on top of the $270 for the bin per year. Can home businesses get a bin for the $270? Does rental properties get a bin for free, the first one? Do businesses get a bin? Just looking for fairness, there's all types of businesses out there, from ones that need huge dumpsters to ones that are only seasonal and make a few bins a year. So I just would like to see what the town has for a policy as to who gets bins. They all pay taxes.
They all pay taxes. We'll discuss that and try to figure it out. I don't
I think,
know the
I
answer.
think it goes back to what
I think,
Cindy was
yeah,
saying. We need to have
Adam
Casella come here and we'll write up a list of questions.
Because I didn't think businesses got them at all, but they're on this list. There's several businesses that are not personal.
Always.
Yeah, there's a pile of them on there, but before.
Transparency and fairness, so.
Before the bins came out, they were putting trash out. But,
Okay, that's all we had for sign up. Any other questions from the audience? And I gotta get out to him, but
I think,
Make a motion.
Jeff?
Last year, we had an amendment that didn't pass. And we resubmitted it to the people. I remember voting up to Eddington School. Is that something we can do with the bins?
Oh, I don't know what it is.
You mean go back to the people with a vote?
We did that in Eddington.
I'll take that. It's something we could do, but we just decided tonight that the board's not going to. So the people spoke and the board we're executing on that vote.
Yeah, but they spoke last year, John, and
But there was
we
several
went,
line
we went
items.
re-voted.
That one.
Oh, understood.
Okay. 6:50.
So there's nothing we can do about that?
Not tonight. Brian?
My question is, how does Casella know how many bins they dump every Tuesday? Do they know exact
Yes.
number?
Each one of those cans has a tracking number.
I understand that, but do they, for the whole town, because we have a lot of people that are seasonal.
And they have cameras on their
it's
trucks.
video.
Right, but I wanna know, how do they know how many bins they pick up? I mean, do they have an average for the town of Clifton, or do they charge us by the bins?
That list is the same one Adam
Well,
Graham has. And
We definitely need to
they have the same
have
list.
them come back and.
Because I know I've been told that there's several places that were given bins that weren't supposed to, and the bins are still sitting
Yeah,
in their house.
the ones that were the haulers were.
But I mean, they're still sitting there, even though they're not using them, and they don't know where they are.
You're right.
Anything else?
I think Ron had a
Brian,
question.
Mr. Brian.
Anybody have a question? Hearing none, we're gonna make a motion to adjourn.
A second.
Seconded, all in favor? Aye, no opposed.